Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy and delicious dinner meal. Some yummy, y'all, buttery and garlicky garlic bread knots, as well as some chicken wings and some homemade hamburger helper. If you serve this with a little salad, you are good to go. Your kids are going to love this homemade hamburger helper. I did not grow up on box hamburger helper because me and my siblings just did not like the taste. My mom had to do it from scratch, so I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I'm using a pound of ground chicken, but you can use ground beef or turkey. Those would be great substitutes. To season this chicken, I'm going to add some garlic, peppers, onions, as well as a little bit of beef bouillon and other spices and some Creole seasoning. The one thing I forgot to put in this recipe at the end was a cup and a half of cheddar cheese. So when you are done, make sure you remember to add it in. I'm now going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste as well as a 8-ounce can of tomato sauce and allow that to cook with my chicken and spices for about 2 minutes. I'm going to cook the noodles right into this same dish. So into this dish, I'm adding milk, a little bit of water, which is going to become beef broth with that beef bouillon, and heavy cream for some extra creaminess. Fresh basil and parsley are just going to take this into a whole nother level. Add 1 cup of elbow noodles, cover this and cook it for about 13 to 15 minutes. You want to stir it every few minutes just so that the pasta does not become stuck to the bottom. And of course, at this stage, this is when you could add in that cheese that I forgot. Let me know if you're going to make this recipe. It is so good and delicious. Up next is some wonderful chicken wings. Guys, you're going to love this recipe. Now, I'm going to start off by washing my chicken. Baby, if you can look closer, you will see that this chicken is still clucking, okay? It's going cluck, 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 okay, with all those feathers. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like at the stores, especially chicken wings, they are coming so terribly butchered. I don't know what it is about the chicken wings that I've been getting the past couple months, but they all have had what I consider an excessive amount of feathers. Have you noticed that when you've been buying chicken in the stores? Let me know in the comments because I just got to find out what is up. Once I have trimmed off all these feathers, I'm going to rinse and thoroughly dry the chicken. To marinate, I'm going to spread with a bit of olive oil and use some of this W sauce. Now, don't skip this, okay? It's going to really get a good flavor to penetrate into the meat. You can season this chicken with whatever you want, but to me, I'm going to keep it simple with a little bit of chicken bouillon, some garlic and herb seasoning, garlic powder, little brown sugar. That's going to add a touch of sweetness, okay? And a little chicken seasoning, as well as some smoked paprika. That is going to give it a nice color and a gentle smoky flavor. I'm going to let my chicken marinate on the counter for about 15 minutes just so that it will come to room temperature. And then I am going to add some olive oil onto a baking sheet. This will make cleanup much easier. Then I'm going to stick them into the oven at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. At that point, I'm going to open the oven and I'm going to spray them with a bit more olive oil, and then I'm going to flip them. I'm going to place them back into the oven for about 30 more minutes or until the tops are brown. Notice that I started with the tops at the bottom. That's because I want it to become nice and crispy at the end. When your chicken is to the brownness that you like, go ahead and take them out and enjoy. If you have been watching my videos, you know that I made some pizza dough recently and I use that to make a cheesy garlic bread. Well, today I'm going to show you a little bit of a shortcut. Maybe you don't want to make your own dough. We're going to be buying some dough from the store and we're going to make some delicious garlic bread at home. Now, is it as delicious as the homemade dough? Well, of course not, love. Okay, there's nothing like homemade, but this is very good when you want a quick meal. However, if you do decide that you want to make that dough, it will work perfectly for this recipe, okay? So I'm taking my dough out the fridge and I've added a little bit of flour and kneaded it a little bit just to make it looser so that I can roll it out much easier. I'm going to cut my dough into 4 equal pieces, and then from there I can cut each piece into about 3 equal pieces. Now, really, you're going to see that they did not come out equal at all. Okay, some were bigger, some were smaller, but I'm not sweating it. So once I rolled them out, all I did, if mine was a little too big, I just took the bottom off and I placed it to the side. I saved it so that when I had a piece that was a bit smaller, I took that piece and I just added it in and made it longer. Okay, so that's how it all worked out. As you can see, making these garlic knots ain't no thing but a chicken wing, okay? Once you palm roll the dough out between your hands, all you have to do is make a simple knot and place it to the side. This is an example of one of the pieces that was a little bit too short. I cut that piece too small, so I took one of the other pieces from a longer one and I just literally palm rolled them together, and they'll stay somewhat. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's going to get baked together and no one's going to know and no one's going to complain, okay? Line a baking sheet with a bit of parchment paper. Then you want to just add all of your knots somewhat evenly spaced. If you want to make more garlic knots, you can actually get 16, but 12 to me makes the perfect size. I'm going to crush 2 fat cloves of garlic and mince them really small. I'm going to add all of this garlic to some melted butter with a little bit of olive oil and of course some more fresh herbs. And this is going to make the delicious garlic butter. Now, to make this extra garlicky, I'm going to use a little bit of garlic bouillon. This is roasted garlic bouillon. You could technically roast your garlic before, and all that stuff, but baby, I'm not going to do that. Okay, this is a quick meal. Okay, so I'm just going to add that roasted garlic bouillon, and that is going to add that great roasted garlic flavor. These garlic bits will toast in the oven, so you don't have to pre-cook them at all. And one thing I want to make sure of is that I get all of the garlic on the bread. You can have a little butter and olive oil left over. We'll just toss that onto the bread when it's finished, but you got to put all the garlic in there. I'm going to place this in the oven at 375 degrees, and they're going to cook in total for about 12 to 14 minutes. You want to watch it until the top is golden. The garlic is nice and golden as well. It'll be super fragrant and delicious. Shake these straight into a bowl, and then you're going to add some extra butter as well as parsley, some garlic butter seasoning, all of that, and you're going to toss your garlic knots in that buttery goodness. That's just going to take everything over the top. If you want to add a pinch of salt, you could put that too, but to me, this was absolute perfection. You want to eat these warm out the oven because they are so good. Guys, let me know if you are going to make these recipes and this meal. Pair with a little salad. It is perfect. God bless you all and goodbye.